90-Day Fiance are Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatten in the US. 90-Day Fiance. The other way couple Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatten have been on the fence about where they would spend their married life together for the longest time. Sumit and Jenny have been a couple for more than a decade. One of the most loved couples in the franchise, there were many moments in their storyline where fans were convinced Sumit and Jenny wouldn't make it. Sumit was called a scammer. Jenny was ridiculed for dating a man who was literally half her age. At 60, Jenny should have lived in the US with her daughters and grandkids. However, Jenny made the right choice by choosing her own happiness. Catfish Sumit loves Jenny dearly. He did not scam her or use her for a green card. Sumit didn't show any interest in moving to America. He never forced Jenny to marry him quickly. Jenny too kept defending Sumit whenever there was criticism of him. The couple proved all their critics wrong with their successful marriage. Jenny and Sumit have recently been in the news for revealing their youthful transformations. How did Jenny and Sumit meet? Did Sumit catfish Jenny? Jenny and Sumit met in 2012 when he added her as a friend on Facebook to play online games. Sumit worked at a call center where he used the moniker Michael Jones to talk to customers, and the same was the name of his Facebook page. Sumit became friends with Jenny on Facebook but continued talking to her while pretending to be Michael. She fell for his catfish persona, and like Sumit, Michael was 25 years old when Jenny was 55. They referred to each other as husband and wife in their Facebook posts. Jenny lived in India briefly in 2013. Jenny was friends with Sumit's mom. Sumit continued the act for a year, but eventually guilt got the better of him. He told Jenny that he was Sumit, a 25-year-old man from Delhi. They decided to do a Skype call where Jenny saw the real Sumit for the first time. Jenny realized that the smart and funny Michael was just Sumit's extended persona. Jenny decided to forgive Sumit because she thought he was cute. Jenny was embarrassed that she was catfished. She didn't even tell her daughters about it. Jenny's daughters knew of the Sumit that their mom had fallen in love with 90-Day Fiance happily ever after. Couple Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh are showing off how much they have changed in a year in shocking before and after pictures. Jenny from Palm Springs met Sumit from New Delhi over a decade ago on Facebook when he was pretending to be Michael Jones. Jenny fell for Michael but stayed for Sumit and yearned to marry him even when he found out he had a secret wife. Jenny relocated to India for good once she married Sumit and was accepted by his family. One of the biggest reasons why fans thought Jenny and Sumit wouldn't stay together was the couple's age gap. Jenny is 30 years older than Sumit. However, Jenny has been growing younger by the day and looks like the perfect match for Sumit, who has also matured over the years. Jenny recently posted an Instagram story documenting the then and now theme, comparing their looks from October 2023 to October 2024. Jenny used to have dark brown hair in 2023 while Sumit had cut his hair in a floppy style and used to wear large glasses. In October 2024, Jenny has gone back to her natural blonde color and has lost oodles of weight while Sumit is growing his hair long and is wearing a ponytail. What Jenny and Sumit's one-year transformation means for their relationship. Jenny and Sumit are still going strong despite many challenges. Jenny and Sumit's age gap was what prevented his family from accepting their relationship. Jenny had even visited Sumit's a year after they met online and even stayed with his family. But when his mother realized Sumit and Jenny were more than friends, they didn't support the relationship. Sumit was married off to a woman of his mother's choice, and Sumit kept Jenny in the dark about it for over 5 years. Once Jenny found out, she begged Sumit to divorce his then-wife. Once the divorce went through, Sumit still had qualms about marrying Jenny. He wished to have his parents' blessings, but his mother disowned him. They didn't like Jenny, who was even older than them, stealing their son away from them. Sumit too respected his parents too much to break their hearts for a foreign woman he claimed he was in love with. However, Sumit did marry Jenny in 2021 and the couple is still together and happy. Unlike most other 90-Day Fiancé couples, Sumit and Jenny have never hinted at a split on social media. They love to live life to the fullest and happily. Jenny was the one who first started improving herself by changing her hair and losing weight. She utilized the days she was spending in India during the COVID-19 pandemic to go on walks and dropped several pounds. The weight loss took years off Jenny's face, and so did the lack of stress now that she didn't have to worry about Sumit's mother's taunts. Sumit, inspired by his wife, began to lose weight. Sumit indulged in yoga. He also started eating healthy food. Sumit looked shockingly skinny in some of his photos, but he assured fans it was healthy weight loss. Sumit is popular in the 90DF franchise for switching up his hairstyle often. Sumit is a chameleon who can swiftly change his appearance just by growing a beard or chopping his hair off with some gray in his beard. Sumit is also looking older now, almost cancelling out the 30-year age difference between him and Jenny. The couple is all geared up for the Diwali festival later this month, which Sumit's family celebrates with great pomp and splendor. Jenny has managed to accept Sumit's culture and traditions with ease. It could be why their bond only keeps growing stronger. Our take on Jenny and Sumit's incredible one-year transformation. What other couples could learn from Jenny and Sumit? Jenny and Sumit have changed themselves from head to toe since their 2019 franchise debut. Jenny has lost weight, while Sumit looks more buff with lots of confidence than what he displayed when fans first met them. Jenny and Sumit give the show's viewers reassurance that true love still exists in the franchise. Despite the age gap and the cultural differences that almost pulled Jenny and Sumit apart many times, the 90-Day Fiancé happily ever after couple is indeed living happily ever after by proving their critics wrong every time. Sumit Singh transformed his appearance after marrying Jenny Slatten, overcoming challenges like cultural differences and language barriers. Sumit's weight loss journey included adopting healthy habits like yoga, resulting in a chiseled jawline and improved confidence. Sumit and Jenny's relationship continues to thrive, with both experiencing a glow-up in appearance and happiness. Sumit Singh from 90-Day Fiancé the Other Way has completely changed his look since marrying Jenny Slatten in 2021. The Indian man was in his 20s when he catfished his American partner on Facebook. While Sumit didn't intend to pursue her, things eventually changed, leading him to fall in love with her. Sumit and Jenny had a massive 30-year age gap, but it didn't stop them from pursuing each other. They decided to take their relationship to the next level and chose to share their unusual romantic story in 90-Day Fiancé, The Other Way Season 1. Sumit was eager to bring Jenny to India despite being already married to an Indian woman. Unfortunately, he couldn't speed up the process because his parents were against his relationship. Over the seasons, Sumit and Jenny faced many challenges together, whether cultural differences or language barriers. Ultimately, the couple tied the knot in August 2021 without telling Sumit's parents. While Sumit's parents initially disowned him, they eventually accepted his marriage to Jenny. The Indian-American couple last appeared in 90-Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 7, where they discussed their future and baby plans. What did Sumit look like before his debut on 90-Day Fiancé The Other Way? Sumit looked handsome with his neatly trimmed black hair and beard. Sumit looked like a typical 25-year-old Indian guy before he debuted on TV. He rocked a medium-length beard, a sleek stache, and short hair. He also sported casual outfits which complemented his youthful looks. In March 2023, Sumit posted a cuddly photo from a decade ago. He titled it a throwback picture from Jenny's first visit to India in 2013, revealing how he exactly looked 10 years ago. The picture features Sumit wearing a black top that matches Jenny's outfit. The two look younger than ever in their throwback. What caused Sumit to put on pounds? Sumit's troubled relationship with Jenny caused him to age prematurely. Sumit gradually gained weight after debuting on the show, possibly because of his taxing relationship with Jenny and all the family problems. One clip from the 90-Day Fiancé spin-off shows the Indian man looking more stressed than ever. He begged his parents to let him be with Jenny, but they didn't listen. Sumit's mom even claimed that her son was getting old and unfit because of Jenny. The statement made the reality star very angry. He replied, "You caused this," telling his parents that his declining health and gray hair were because of the stress they caused him. How did Sumit manage to lose weight? Sumit has adopted healthy habits to maintain a stress-free lifestyle. Sumit bounced back into shape a few months after his marriage. In 2021, Jenny posted a video of her husband running inside his home. Soon after, Sumit shared a few photos of himself practicing yoga. While some fans think the 90-Day Fiancé franchise starved himself to get slim, his food videos say otherwise. Sumit likely adopted various healthy habits to get back in shape. Yoga is one of the key things that allowed Sumit to drop weight and fix his stress-related problems. He not only looks younger than before, but also seems happier than ever. Sumit achieves a sharply defined jawline after shedding pounds. Sumit's feelings for Jenny remain unchanged despite his impressive weight loss. Sumit has achieved a chiseled jawline after massive weight loss. In late 2023, Sumit posted a few close-up photos complimenting his wife. He seemed overjoyed to spend his life with Jenny and looked amazing. Sumit sported big eyelashes and a voluminous hairstyle. He also trimmed his beard short, showing his razor-sharp jawline. Sumit titled his post, "I don't have much words to explain my love for my wife. She is everything to me." He affirmed that he didn't care or worry about the 30-year age gap with Jenny, letting fans know he was content with his married life. Sumit's face looks longer now instead of round like before. Sumit's face appears smaller with his longer hair. In April 2024, Sumit posted a video of himself cooking one of his and Jenny's favorite dishes, chickpeas. He talked about the dish while flaunting his broad shoulders and toned upper body. Besides his physique, Sumit also flaunted his dark beard and man bun. He's dropped so many pounds that his once round face has totally transformed into a long one. Sumit's post got over 10,000 likes and comments. An Instagram user wrote, "You both look incredible. The longer hair and beard really suits you." Adding that the Indian reality star looked better than ever after marriage. Sumit's new hair makeover evens out his facial features. Sumit confidently rocks his salt and pepper look. Sumit's weight loss journey not only helped him get in shape, but also boosted his confidence to express himself more freely. Fast forward to 2024, and he is rocking a fresh new hair look and rocking stylish outfits. Every time he steps out, he dresses to impress. Recently, Sumit shared a cozy date night photo with Jenny. He looked cool in a tie-dye button-up shirt with his long curly hair flowing freely. Embracing his salt and pepper hair with confidence, he captioned the post, "Can't have better love than this one." Sumit's skin is glowing after losing weight. Sumit is all smiles after his incredible transformation. Sumit's transformation is striking. He has achieved a significant glow-up after losing weight. He not only looks better than before, but also seems happily married. Sumit's wife, Jenny, has also achieved a similar glow-up. The 65-year-old woman has looked like she is in her 40s ever since tying the knot with her 35-year-old husband. In February 2024, the famous couple posted a photo from their Valentine's week outing. Sumit wore a black and white checkered shirt and Jenny matched it with her black jacket. The couple titled the post, "Be happy together and get through anything." Sumit and Jenny's Valentine's post got thousands of likes. People adored them and complimented their glow-up. An Instagram user wrote, "Sumit, are you wearing Invisalign braces? Your teeth are looking straight." Jenny answered, "Yes," letting fans know the secret behind her husband's new smile. Another user commented, "You guys looks amazing and so happy," praising the couple for transforming their looks. Sumit and Jenny are better than ever in 2024. Hopefully, they'll continue to grow stronger and return to 90-Day Fiancé. The other way to share secrets about their glow-up. Sumit Singh's dramatic hair transformation shocks fans. Sumit and Jenny's relationship faces challenges with his mother's disapproval. The couple plans to move to Thailand and potentially return to 90-Day Fiancé the other way. 90-Day Fiancé the other way star Sumit Singh's shocking new look is not one that his fans, particularly like Jenny Slatten from California, wanted to live together with Sumit in India after meeting him online. It didn't matter to Jenny that Sumit was 30 years younger than her and had catfished her on Facebook. She went to Delhi without knowing that Sumit already had a wife. When Sumit finally divorced the mystery woman, his mom Sadhna refused to accept Jenny due to her age. However, in 2024, the couple finally received Sadhna's blessings and plan to move to Thailand. Sumit Singh from 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way is looking much older than he is thanks to his dramatic transformation in July 2024. 90 Day Fiancé blogger 90 Day Fiancé Update shared some recent pictures of Sumit and their followers were shocked at what they saw. Sumit was inside an H&M store with Jenny while they shopped together at the Grand Venice Mall in Greater Noida. Sumit wore a black True Religion t-shirt with dark blue jeans and took a mirror selfie to reveal his long-haired look. He looked happy as Jenny joined him wearing a loose striped shirt dress for a second photo. The blogger asked fans if they gave Sumit's new hairy look a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Sumit has grown out his hair. Sumit is trying to look older on purpose. Sumit has never had hair this long since fans have watched him on 90 Day Fiancé. Sumit and Jenny first starred in 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way Season 1 in 2019 and were last seen together in 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 7. Sumit always sported a short trimmed beard and short hair while Jenny flaunted her silky blonde hair. Now that Jenny has also dyed her hair dark brown, Sumit may have thought of going for a change with a rugged look featuring his curly mop of hair. "I like it, but wouldn't go much longer," Instagram user Maki_456 said. Fans expressed their opinions on Sumit's style in the post comments. Some of them agreed that Sumit looked great with both short and long hair. However, a lot of viewers think that Sumit needs a haircut ASAP. One fan said they liked Sumit's previous hairstyle a lot better. Someone decided to boo Sumit for his unruly appearance. Still, Sumit's new look might just grow on fans. They aren't used to seeing him experimenting much with his style. Sumit has also not been on any new show for a while. Sumit and Jenny want to return to 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. Jenny was recently spotted commenting on a casting call post for the spin-off. Jenny told the producers that there have been some new developments to their story after what was shown last time. Jenny and Sumit did have a dramatic storyline, but most of the drama was thanks to Sumit's strict mother. With her having made peace with Jenny, there was little left for them to bring to the table. Perhaps they can document their new adventures in a new country if they move to Thailand. Jenny and Sumit's relationship has faced numerous obstacles, from Sumit catfishing her to his parents not accepting her due to the age difference. However, Jenny's efforts to win over his family have been praised by fans. Sumit and Jenny faced passport issues while trying to travel to Nepal, which led them to consider Thailand or Bali as alternative options. However, Sumit revealed that he had lost his passport, causing further complications. The couple has tried to appeal to the 90 Day Fiancé audience to help secure them a spot on one of the main shows again. 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way couple Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh finally got a chance to leave India. But have they settled down in a new country already? Jenny from Palm Springs, California met Sumit from New Delhi, India in 2012 on Facebook. Sumit was catfishing Jenny by using the moniker Michael Jones, and Jenny had started believing she was Michael's wife. A year later, Sumit came clean to Jenny and she didn't seem to mind as she found Sumit attractive. Jenny and Sumit started dating and she visited India and lived in Sumit's house for a few months. Jenny had become friends with Sumit's Sadhna. But when she realized Jenny was in a physical relationship with her son, she married him off to another woman. Sumit continued a long-distance relationship with Jenny without telling her about his wife. By the time Jenny and Sumit got married in August 2021, she had been to India 3 times. Sumit's parents struggled to accept Jenny as their daughter-in-law since she was older than them. However, Sadhna had a change of heart in a recent 90 Day Diaries episode. Jenny's efforts to become accepted by Sumit's family were praised by fans. Sumit Singh's passport issues explained. The pair thought about leaving India. During the premiere of 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way Season 3, Sumit and Jenny decided to travel to Nepal after Jenny's Indian tourist visa had expired. They'd called a travel agent who informed them that the Nepal border is closed, but that Thailand or Bali were options. However, Sumit then dropped the bombshell that he had lost his passport. According to Sumit, his ex-wife's parents had taken the passport with them. The agent explained that there was no other country that Indian citizens could travel to without a passport. The option of Sumit going to Thailand, Bali, or Nepal was out of the question. Jenny and Sumit visited Thailand together and met up with another 90-day fiancé couple. In January 2024, Sumit and Jenny shocked fans by posting photos with 90-day fiancé franchise couple David Toborowski and Annie Soon. Sumit wrote, "Having some amazing meal with our friends at Toborowski_David at Annie_Ewan_Torowski and my wife at Jen_Sen in Thailand." Jenny explained the reason behind their trip during the January 29, 2024 episode of 90 Day Diaries. Jenny had met David and Annie 2 years ago while driving through California. David told them they had a condo in Thailand, which he wanted Jenny and Sumit to see. "I'm really excited to go to Thailand, but I really hope we don't come back owning a condo," Jenny confessed. Sumit then revealed that he never traveled outside India. "But now it looks like my life is very peaceful and happy now. Now it's a time for me to just live happy and explore other countries too," Sumit added, referring to Jenny finally being accepted by his parents. David thought their one-bedroom condo in Pattaya would be the perfect fit for Jenny and Sumit. He tried to sell it to the couple,